Tokyo
What?
Avengers fans, what is up? Today we got that Tokyo Avengers opening reaction on deck, but not only we doing that, we're going back to it. I'm going to be guessing the plot of this anime based off its openings and maybe endings. Let's take a look at how many we got there. But this is a new anime, I think, and I got two of my boys asking me, "Yo, Tokyo Avengers, bro, Tokyo Avengers." So I'm like, all right, let's take a look. Let's see what's popping here. Let's see what we're working with. For those who don't know, and based off of this series that I'm doing, I'll be guessing the plot of the anime with no context, no plot summary. I'll be guessing it purely off its title and its openings. I guess you could say soundtrack, but I don't understand Japanese. Soundtrack and with the visuals of the opening as well. We're gonna be doing a frame by frame after our initial reaction listen, and then we're gonna go back to it. We're gonna look at the plot. I'm gonna guess the plot, and then at the end, I will actually look up the summary, and I will actually read it out and just kind of check my work and see where I land from there. Full disclosure, I don't actually go ahead and look at the plot and then just go ahead and try to make some wild guesses. Maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong. There's no fun in that. For those who know me, so far I do this shit for fun, so there's no fun in cheating and just trying to make it sound like I'm some sort of philosopher or some sort of third eye Illuminati foresight bullshit, whatever. So let's jump into this Tokyo Avengers. So it looks like we have one opening and one ending. So let's do both of them. Might as well get that shit out the way. And then let's see what's good here. So Tokyo Avengers fans, let's go. So here we go, Tokyo Avengers. One and only opening, Crybaby. 3, 2, 1, go. Very interesting start to it. I love the color scheme. He has no life in his eyes. Is this a squad? Is this shit gonna be hype? Damn. This is sick. Oh, there's a lot to take in. It's a very tame sound. Ooh, I love his singing. Fuck, his singing is sick. Okay, that was Tokyo Avengers Crybaby. A lot to take in. What do you think about the opening, first of all? I love it. It's very good. I love this like beginning part where it kind of intros us into it, because the sound is so nice. It's like a hip hop vibe to it. And then it like transitions us into like something a little bit more soothing after. The beat is sick. But anyway, let's break it down. Let's try to guess this plot real quick. So off the bat, Tokyo Avengers, the name itself sounds like I guess this group of people that we see in the opening, that's like, I guess it's our main characters. They're the Revengers. Of course, they reside in Tokyo. But let's get into, let's go frame by frame, because what I'm getting is it's like a squad of dudes trying to there's a lot to take in. I was trying to focus on the music, but let's try to break this down. So this is supposedly our main character. It looks like a very dystopian future, or maybe a dystopian society right now. Pans us to, oh, I love that like gun cocking sound too. This one right here. Ooh, that was sick. So we got our second guy, and he's not sad anymore. He's a little bit more like, a little bit more collected. Guy with the suit here. And then this is very key, I believe. I don't know if this is like like a time travel type of deal, or I don't know. It reminds me of Mega Man. I don't know if you guys know what Mega Man is, but when he ports into a computer, this like server flash cut sequence happens. I don't know if this is like super relevant to the anime, but let's keep going. This guy, Mr. Cool Guy with the plaid shirt, and no life in his eyes. Probably one of our. He's probably like a very strong character as well. This guy looks like a bad guy, but I don't feel like he's a bad guy. I feel like he's just like the loner type, right? He has no life in his eyes too. Well, let me check this. Let me check this shit again. These two, they have life in their eyes, but these two don't. Kind of leads me to believe that they're the enemies, actually. I don't know if there's a love interest. Yeah, it seems like it. The blonde dude and the bald dude, seems like it's our enemies. And this is probably our supporting cast. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's a lot. That's a lot. Fuck. This is hard. This is actually hard. So he's trying to stop something. We get this shot here. In the rain, crying or something. Then this part is very important. Someone got stabbed. And then our bald dude is actually knocked out. And this is... Okay, so this is on the side where he doesn't have the tattoo. Because I'm about to say, if it was on the other side and he doesn't have a tattoo, something probably triggered him to get one. But anyway, sticking to the relevant points, we see some very deathly stuff going on. This guy again. I feel like this one is very important too. It's classmates, right? It feels like it's his classmates in some martial arts school or something, because they're all wearing like some sort of uniform, black dress shirts. But they're taking a picture in the middle of the street. They're taking a picture in the middle of the street, and it looks like nobody's paying attention to them. So it leads me to believe these guys exist in a different plane. I don't know if that's true, because I'm piecing together this part with the numbers with the blue. I'm piecing that together. I think these guys exist in a different plane, and these guys are fighting something, spiritual monsters or something, or I don't know. Let's keep going. There's a lot to take in for this. And a bus burned down. Fuck. Whoa, whoa, whoa. These guys. Okay. Here's what I got so far. Our main character has a bunch of classmates, or he has a squad. They all died in this like bus accident or something, the flaming bus. And then that's why we have this picture, this memoir picture of his classmates, actually. Yeah, this memoir picture of the classmates. Maybe he's reminiscing, and he's trekking through the rain. Maybe he's just like, this was like after the accident or something. He's just like, fuck, like, what the hell's going on? He's all pissed off and shit. This guy is looking a little weird. And then we have, these are the bad dudes. I'm fairly certain these are the bad dudes. And then this is like, I see a YO, so it's Tokyo. Maybe this is the squad of Revengers. But his original squad died in the bus accident. Because if I'm pretty certain if these guys turn around, it would look like the same black uniforms that those guys are wearing in the picture, right? So this is like a new squad that's forming. Kind of a reach. This one right here. He's wearing glasses, kind of a scientist. I don't know if this picture of him grabbing you is like him trying to put you into this world where you're trying to exist in a different plane or some sort of time travel. Some alternate reality. I'm pretty sure it's some sort of alternate reality. I think that's like the younger him, right? Yeah, so that is the uniform that those other dudes were wearing. And I feel like the blonde dude and this guy is actually the same person. Is it? He has a scar in his hand. He's the guy who got stabbed. Hold on, let me rewind that shit. He's the guy who got stabbed. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Oh, we're getting some new developments here. I caught that. He had blonde hair when he got stabbed. Fuck, I keep missing it. He has blonde hair when he got stabbed. And it flashes back to this, like, dark hair version of him. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. Our main character gets into an accident. He's a blondie at first. And then that accident is caused by these bad dudes. He's still blonde. And then he lost his friends. Oh, fuck, it doesn't make sense. It's so hard. Okay, let me finish this and then let's go back. The scientist definitely plays a role because I feel like it's like a reincarnation story, right? It's a reincarnation story because he turns into this black hair dude. Unless this is his counterpart. Unless there is somebody else in the real world that is him as well that feels what he feels. But I feel like I want to stick with my original story of he was the blonde haired dude and then he gets some sort of reincarnation or he goes into a different reality where he's this black haired dude. Let's continue. Let's... I don't know. Doesn't give me anything. You're still crying. Okay, so this guy's definitely a friend. And this, we're going back to this again. The numbers... The gears, it's so Mega Man. When he jacks into the computer, it's so Mega Man. I feel like this is like when he slips into that world, right? This is like his portal entrance, or this is like how the anime lets the viewers know he's shifting back and forth. Let's keep going. Yeah, see, it is him. It is him. Those dudes are smiling. Now you're getting fucking confused. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Okay. Let's do this. We're going to wrap this up. Okay. So the story actually begins in the middle of this opening. So bus accident. He lost his friends probably. And then, he's probably feels fucking sorry for himself or something. He probably feels sorry for himself. But when he starts off as a black hair dude, this guy, because I don't know if he feels sorry for him or maybe he sees something in him. He offers him a helping hand to maybe change the past or join a group of special people to make a difference, to prevent stuff like that from happening, because that probably wasn't a bus accident. That was probably caused by somebody that existed in a different plane that fucked them over. And he's like, probably like, why did this happen? Who's responsible? There was like a freak accident that shouldn't have been possible. This guy comes in, he starts laying it down, he starts explaining, you know, this is why it happened. It's because of these dudes in this other world, which if you enter this part, this is how he enters in there. Excuse me. So when we get this shot, this is his alternate reality self. That's why when he goes in as this dude and he starts fighting, and one instance where he got stabbed, let me pan to that. Anyway, he got stabbed. That's why he has it in the real world as well, because when he got stabbed, he probably ejected out of that world, and he has that scar in real life, because probably whatever happens in that world happens to you in real life. So best interest not to die. Of course, this group, self-explanatory. That's probably his gang, his homies, because we see him in that uniform as well, right? That's why we call them the Revengers, because that's probably what this group is actually known for. At this point, the bad guys, I don't really know who they are, and I don't feel like it's particularly relevant. Actually, now that I get more context of it, these guys right here are probably the polar opposites of the guys we see, or the probably the real self, the real versions of themselves in this shot right here. So probably like 4 of these dudes are actually these dudes right here. This guy's probably the bald guy, the black hair guy. He's probably the bald guy. But this lighting right here, this tells me that this is the real world. And then this dark lighting right here, this tells me this is the other world, probably, just to kind of distinguish it. Even though he is the black hair guy, I feel like that's what the story is trying to tell me. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is for the story so far. Let's get into ending, and then let's wrap this up. Okay, let's wrap this up. Tokyo Revengers ending. Koko de Iki Oshite. Okay. I don't my pronunciation is trash. Anyway, let's jump into this. Let's wrap this up. Let's see if the ending gives us anything. Usually it doesn't, but let's see if it does. That color scheme was sick. Fuck, this is sick. Let me turn this up. This is a banger. I love this like hip-hop incorporation. I love the bass right now. The bass is sick. She's obviously very significant, but I can't piece this together what she provides. Ooh, yo, they gave it away. Sorry, I paused it. They gave it away. I feel like it's true. I feel like it's so true. This is a good song. This is a good track. Holy shit. I love it. It's so good. Holy. Okay. That was Tokyo Revengers ending. I want to go back to the beginning. I actually love the start that we get for this. Color scheme is sick. I love the color scheme. It works so well. The beat is so hard. The beat is so hard. Anyway, let's break this down. Actually, I think this ending actually confirms it. It actually confirms my guess overall. Because if we go right here, again, this dark color scheme, this represents that alternate world that we were in. Or maybe this is real world. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to say this is the real world, actually. So this is the real world. Why? Because this is actually the alternate world now. And he thinks about the blonde dude. And... oh, sorry. This light world, of course. This light world is the real world. And then when he sees the black hair guy, because remember, the black hair guy exists in the real world, right? She turns around. But it pans us back into the alternate world. But he realizes that nobody's there because it's probably the wrong reality. And then we get the numbers again. Hold on. We get the numbers again. And then this part is very crucial. The numbers. 2003, 2018. It's not just random. This is like, it's so coincident, or it's so on point for what I was talking about before. And you're probably asking, like, why the girl in this ending? I think it's just because it's a figure to put to the ending, because a female is singing the ending and it's actually a banger. That's why we're kind of putting the female in there. Yeah, like, he's existing in and out of existence. Turns around, not there. This person is the fake one, or the alternate reality one, and that's the real one. So yeah, I think I'm pretty spot on with this one. I got some other shots here. Yeah, him again. Tokyo Revengers. Okay, so that was my guess. So let's sum it up and let's wrap this up, and then I'll go ahead and read the summary of the plot. So the summary the summary of this plot is, my dude over here had an accident. Something bad happened because of some bad individuals that fucked with his reality, and that caused a bus accident to happen. Then him weeping over himself gets an opportunity to make this right, to join a group of special individuals that fights off these people that may be doing harm to people in the real world. And those people are the Tokyo Revengers. He gets put into this alternate reality. He slips into a different point in time. Whether it's time or reality, I think those just go hand in hand. And then he meets the girl. They're lovers, but that's besides the point of the plot. He joins the group, and that's why we see the scar happen. You know, in that instance, he's just joining this group in the band of fighters to try to fight these dudes. And I'm pretty sure that's much it. I described what happened in the scenes earlier, but the ending kind of solidifies my hunch. Let's go ahead and look at this the summary, and then let's take a look and see if our predictions are correct. Okay, so we're on the Tokyo Revengers fandom. So let's look at the plot right here. Takemichi Hanagaki's life is at an all-time low. Just when he thought it couldn't get worse, he finds out that Hinata Tachibana, his ex-girlfriend, was murdered by the Tokyo Menaji Gang, a group of vicious criminals that has been disturbing society's peace for quite some time. Okay, that's probably our group then. Wondering where all went wrong, Takemichi suddenly finds himself traveling through time. Okay, we know this is apparent because of the numbers we saw at the ending, and of course that blue thing, right? When he's still in a relationship with Hinata, he realizes he has a chance to save her. Takemichi resolves to infiltrate the Tokyo Manji Gang and climbs the ranks in order to rewrite the future and save Hinata from her tragic fate. Oh shit! So I guess the black uniform people is the gang, right? Oh, so this is like next level. He willingly joins them to save her. That's pretty interesting. He joins the gang to save her and then just try to rewrite the future. That's pretty cool. He's like, I mean, I think that's it for the summary. But okay, we were kind of off. The alternate reality wasn't there, but the time travel is definitely there. I thought this group was someone that fights for good. I guess they're just a bunch of baddies. But we know who his younger self is. It's the blonde character, and then he joins. I didn't think it was going to be this apparent that he just literally joined the gang to just rewrite the future. But Curious to see what he does, because there looks like a lot of bad dudes, and it looks like he'll probably have to like fight out these dudes. I don't know if he's gonna become like the gang leader to try to like just try to do good and steer the gang away. But our predictions are kind of okay. They're not bad. Uh, I'm curious to see how they flip between the present and the future, because definitely it will be interesting to see how it plays out, because it does flip the script here and there. But I feel like our predictions are pretty good. As for the music, I love the ending a lot more than the opening. Actually, the ending was so catchy. The ending was so good. The girl singing to the beat, just like in a hip hop style, is so good. I love it. Very good and very chill and relaxing. Very unexpected, actually. But definitely put the ending above the opening for a first time. That's actually pretty surprising. But yeah, there we go. Tokyo Revengers seems like a very interesting plot. Infiltrating a gang to try to rewrite history. That's pretty cool. It seems like this gang is actually pretty powerful then. But anyway, this is my guessing Tokyo Revengers plot off of the opening and ending. Stay tuned for the next one. I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but thanks for watching. See y'all next time.